Good morning, everyone. Elaine Tatum here, bright and early this morning. I'm getting ready to head to a 7:30 a.m. meeting with the Fort Lauderdale Forum to find out what's going on with the redevelopment of the river in downtown Fort Lauderdale. Very excited for this meeting and the information I'm going to be able to share with you. So I'll be back with you shortly.
Thanks. Hey guys, my name's Emilio, Guerra. I am the co-founder, co-owner of the WHARF in Miami and in Fort Lauderdale. We created the WHARF, and the WHARF is something different for everyone. For some people, it's a place to take their dog. For some people, it's a place to go do, like he said, yoga in the morning. We'll do fitness classes before we open. Sort of had to reinvent myself and figure out what it is that this particular generation of peers wanted to do. And it turns out everyone still wanted to go out and have a drink. A lot of them have kids. A lot of them don't want to stay out late. They don't want to deal with velvet ropes. They don't want to deal with headaches. They just want to go out and have a good time. So they want to bring their dog. They just don't want the hassle. So we created the WHARF, and the WHARF is something different for everyone. For some people, it's a place to take their dog. For some people, it's a place to go do, like he said, yoga in the morning. We'll do fitness classes before we open.
Vogel, we've got the project from the end of Olas. Where Olas dead ends into Andrews Avenue. We've in 2000, I built a parking garage on the site along the river that housed Briny Pub, which most of you guys knew. There was an office building on the site, right on the corner, on the north corner of our project. We tore that down about a year and a half ago, and are building a 260 unit rental apartment project with units. We have about 45% one bedrooms, 45% two bedrooms, 5% studios, and about 5% three bedrooms. The project's got a rooftop swimming pool and a club room on the rooftop. We'll do on the 8th floor of the building, we've got a gym, kind of a pub area that we did for our residents, another amenity space in there, and we'll have a normal pet spa, bike storage, those kind of things on the first floor. In the old Briny space, Emilio will talk about it, but we've got a really exciting new restaurant coming called Riverwalk. I won't steal his thunder, but that's coming soon. And then on the ground floor of the tower, we've got about 4,800 square feet of retail space that is not currently leased, but we're talking to a number of restaurants and some nightclubs and kind of small convenience type stores that are looking to.
Thank you.
Guess that means it's my turn. I'm Brian Koles from PMG. On paper, we're like a big, bad Manhattan-based developer. In reality, the majority of our company works in South Florida and is people in their 20s and 30s who grew up in Miami-Dade or in Broward. And so the Riverfront project is near and dear to all of our hearts because there's the funny divide in our company, right? There's people like myself who grew up going to Riverfront, using my first big ID there, and it's very nostalgic to us. And then there's a lot of like our construction team, some of our acquisitions teams that are in their 20s, grew up around here, and have only known that site as really being a dead space and sort of being this lack of connectivity between Las Olas and Himmershey along the riverfront, and they don't share that nostalgia. So it's been funny for us both to work towards making it something great. And so for PMG, right, when we build an apartment building, what we look for is center of the action locations, right? Being in the middle of downtown, where we can really be placemaking, meaning it's walkable, the ground floor is an activated place that everyone in the neighborhood feels welcome and it's inclusive, and where we can be, we call them social apartment communities, right? So our thing is make it attainably priced for people who actually live here. We see lots of traditional luxury buildings everywhere, so we build sort of just under the traditional luxury market so that people who live and work, a lot of young professionals, especially in the area, can afford to live there, and then highly amenitize those buildings so that they can live, work, and play. Like a lot of people, right, they work from home, so we think a lot about making it so you don't need to belong to a private gym, you don't need to belong to a separate co-working space, there is a place to walk your dog, and you never need to leave home for something good to eat or to get a drink or a snack. And so that's what we're doing with the project that's currently known as Ex Las Olas.